this model did not stop being an inspiration alone, because it went on to be the basis for the models, the lead models themselves. Because a team was working on this, they took this model, they took it apart, and they straightened out things, and they derived the final model from this cult. So this cult was pretty much approved by all the creators and all the team, and it went from there to becoming a lower resolution model. And another decision that we took while designing the pipeline for this project was that we are not going to make this rendering heavy. Because this is Technicolor's first IP, one of the challenges for our team was also to make sure that we are using the resources that we have in the best way. So I did not want, and we did not want to do something which was render intensive. So we had ruled out pretty much all the high-end renders. We were going to use Mental Ray only, and no RenderMan, and no layered shaders, no fancy shaders. The whole idea was we took inspiration from games, actually. We took inspiration from next-gen console games to come up with the workflow and pipeline for this particular show. So what we did is we decided that we are going to throw art at it. Like, we're not going to throw necessarily technology at it. We will have technology, but we'll throw art at it, and we'll throw our best animation at it. So these are two things that we have in abundance here, and we're going to put these two things to good effect. And target being, we need to capture the style of the author, and be true to that vision, and deliver a very quality product. So once we had started working on this pipeline, there was the problem of the team adapting to a new method. Because most of our team has been working on shows like Penguins of Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda. So these are shows where there are layered shaders, there is far, there is all kinds of stuff, and and a texture artist has to work to a certain level, and then it's a lot of tweaking and rendering and testing to make sure that the look and feel comes. There's subsurface scatter, there's transparency, there's so many things that come into play, and these are all in the specs of the project. So our texture artists, when they came up first with the challenge of working on capturing the painterly style with their standard workflow, initially there was a difficulty, but slowly, with a lot of help from our artistic team, they were able to catch up, and we started seeing renders which looked very cool, and which it was coming close to the painterly approach of working with it. And meanwhile, there is this synergy that works with. This is something that I would like to take from what Viren mentioned. He said something about co-creation. So I have to stress that this co-creation aspect is very strong in Technicolor India. Like, we have a setup where it's a Star Trek kind of setup. There are these two rooms looking almost identical, and there are these 3 giant screens and 3 high-resolution cameras on top. And the team from LA is sitting on the other side, and we are sitting on this side. And every week, like, we touch base, and we are throwing ideas. The creator is there; he's acting out. He's playing his part there. We share our ideas, work in progresses. We can share stuff right over, and the whole thing of working together sort of comes into play very strongly there. So once the texture artists started getting their act together, we came down to render times of each fully lit frame was being rendered at around 40 seconds per frame for finished finished render of the characters, and comping it with whatever layers we had from effects or other things which had come. It was about 4 minutes for the whole thing. For our other shows, this would range go into hours, like to go into an hour plus sometimes for a frame, the rendering time and the comp time. So we managed to wrap this whole thing up in about a month and a half, and the creator was very, very happy with the quality of work that we delivered. So I'll not talk too much more. I'll just show you the trailer.
You want to take the left?
Yeah, volume up, we could just.
Audio volume.
say 0, then you'll launch. And if you launch, then the neighbors will know there is a nut job runaway circus elephant hiding in my house. Let's just quietly stay on the launch pad. Now just please fetch me my... Oh, boy, how rude. Okay, but I am not saying 0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Hello? Mrs. Boom Chef. Right. Next door. Why, madam? Why, no, madam. I can assure you, there are no nut job runaway circus elephants in my house. No, not one, none, nada, zip, zilch, 0. Oops. No, reverse thrusters!
A small note that I want to add about the rigging for this. There were no muscle systems. There were no dynamics. It was every jiggle that you saw on the belly of the elephant was pretty much hand animated with a series of controls. It was pretty much a very slick and lean show. So thank you so much.